from the first time I saw ya. You were not like the others, a cool kind of melody.
Hey happy homemakers, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my typical Monday morning routine. This is basically how I leave my house on Sunday nights most of the time. I kind of just take the weekends off from cleaning house, and so this is where we're starting this day. Lots of dishes and some laundry. I didn't even get everything completed as per usual. A lot of times I don't. So come along with me and get all of your cleaning motivation for your day. I wanted to start by wiping off of my kitchen island, and I just have a mixture of Dawn dish soap and water that I spray on there, and then I use my sponge and a rag to wipe it off.
No stop signs, counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel. Yeah.
So Lexa just recently discovered hazelnut spread, or as you may call it, Nutella. Of course, we buy the Great Value brand, so it's hazelnut spread. But Lexa is in love with this stuff, so I've been making her and Kenzie some hazelnut toast a couple times a week in the mornings, and that's been like their latest kick. Kenzie does not like hers toasted, so I struggle to kind of cut her bread a little bit more with the hazelnut spread, but that was what I was doing there. So then I moved on to unloading and reloading the dishwasher and getting the rest of this massive load of dishes done. And in the middle, I kind of was just switching laundry in and out so that at the end of this, I could get some laundry done, which on this day did not get any laundry done. I saved it for another day.
I can feel that you're changing me. Day by day got me shedding skin. The layers are peeled away. Got me moving through time and space. Your magic can't be erased. Can't be erased. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty need. A different side of me, yeah. The one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah.
So part of the reason I cleaned off the island first is because I wanted to set up a craft for the girls to kind of occupy them while I was doing all of my house cleaning this day, because I had a lot to do and I just wanted to make certain that I got it done. This ended up kind of being a disaster. They ended up wanting me to entertain them for the rest of the day because they did this project really quickly. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I set up these projects and it usually takes up more time to like set them up than it does actually occupy the kids. So it might take me 10 minutes to set up, and then it takes them like 5 minutes to go through the project and they're like wanting something more. So I thought this was going to be a pretty easy one, which I would have done it anyway because they really enjoyed it. They had a blast doing it. But basically it was 2 pictures, and they get to practice their cutting skills on it. And essentially you tape the papers together, and they cut strips of the top paper, and it like reveals the photo underneath. And so they had a lot of fun doing it, but yeah, they blazed through that project pretty quickly. I ended up doing a couple of other things with them on this day, like letting them thread Cheerios on strings, and that actually occupied them a lot longer than this. And Kenzie is banned from scissors unless she's right in front of me because she chopped her hair all up a few weeks back. So now that they have to do scissors only in front of me, it makes scissors even more enticing because they're not allowed to access scissors unless I know about it. I mean, that was kind of always the rule, but at the same time, I would let them be up in their art room cutting things without being like right in front of me. And now the new rule is that they have to be directly in front of me, or they can cannot use scissors at all. So took all these scissors out of the art room, and they're all only where I can give them access to them. So then I moved on to switching out the laundry, and I'll show you guys in a moment, but I am using this Great Value laundry detergent as well as this can of the laundry like scent boosters. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but Amazon actually sent me those like 2 or 3 years ago by mistake, and I called them and they were like, just keep them. I got somebody else's order for some reason. So anyway, I'm just now finally trying those out, and I like them a lot. I actually had an issue with my new washer and dryer where the towels weren't getting dry, but I didn't realize it. They were staying slightly damp, and I would pull them out thinking they were dry. And then when I went to fold the laundry, I would realize, oh my goodness, those never got dry. And then of course they like air dried in the basket. So then of course they'd be musky smelling, and then it's so hard to get rid of that odor. But anyway, these scent boosters have been really helping for that purpose.
Odyssey, yeah. I wanna now. Yeah.
Just wanted to show you guys this chocolate cake I had made Aaron. He loves Reese's candy today, and it was his birthday, so I had made this layered chocolate peanut butter cake, and it actually came out really good. First time I had ever made a 3-layer cake, so it actually came out really good, and it was very decadent and rich and delicious. That was the last piece. I ended up tossing that out because we did not need to eat any more cake after like a week of eating on it.
If you want, I can be a fighter. If you want, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter. If you want, I can be a fighter. If you want.
If you're enjoying this cleaning motivation and it's getting you going for your day, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired. We could have breakfast, counting your freckles, close to the west coast. How about that? Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together? We can get white walls with big windows up on the 3rd floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just get a place together? Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want? Why don't we just get a place together? Why don't we just
I've been wanting to get a butter dish for quite a while, and I just, want to be able to have butter sitting out. So I found this one at home, and it does have like a little chicken on the top, but it's got the word butter, and I think it was about $7. Anyway, it's so cute, and so I was glad I finally found one that I liked. I just wanted one with the handle, basically, that was all white. That was essentially what I was going for, and it was harder to find that than I thought. But anyway, found that at home, and I really liked that one. Then I went ahead and just put out some chicken to thaw for dinner. I will be showing you guys the recipe that I make for dinner a little bit later in this video. It's like a Greek chicken salad, which it came out super good.
And before you, there was no one who understood.
So then I just went ahead and put a stick of butter in the new butter dish, and I've been using this the last couple of weeks, and it's been really nice having softened butter, so when I go to use some for the girls, I'm not like tearing their toast with it or anything like that. So I'm glad I finally did this, and now we have softened butter on hand. It's been really nice.
Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're the one who saves me. When I try, but don't succeed. Yeah, it feels like you're the one who saves me. The one who saves me.
I'm trying my best to hold on. It's not easy, but I'm feeling stronger with you.
So this little storage area that we have behind the door in the laundry room has been working out really great for me. It's a little disorganized, so I need to go and straighten it up just a little bit, but it's been working great to have the toilet paper up here and all the cleaning supplies and everything on it. I know a few people were a little concerned about my girls being able to reach the cleaners. Everything that's on the shelf does have like child-proof lids, but because it's behind the door in the laundry, they have not tried to play with this rack or anything at all. The only thing I was actually worried about them playing with was the toilet paper, which is why that's up high. So maybe you have a different philosophy and you put your toilet paper down low and your cleaners up high, but they have not even like thought twice about this area because it's behind the door, and I keep that door closed all the time, but when we come in the house, that door's open, and so it's kind of like hiding it. So it's been working good for us, but yeah, I do need to go through and actually just kind of organize it a little bit more again. All right, so my camera died, but it was perfect timing because I ended up doing some stuff with the girls, and then I ended up fixing their lunch and everything. I took a little video on my phone of my lunch, so I'll share that with you guys. So I'm just changing up my eating pattern. I had been doing some intermittent fasting for the last 2.5 years, and what I was doing just wasn't working for me anymore. I've started to have some hormonal issues, so on this day I was having a cup of cauliflower rice with some shrimp and canned green beans. I had put some olive oil and salt and pepper in the green beans to kind of get rid of the canned flavor, and it came out really great. Or I've been doing a thing where the intermittent fasting where I don't eat lunch most days. If I do eat, it's dinner or something like that, but I am changing everything up, so I'm really excited to see how I like this new plan. We're just kind of trying to help me get back on track of losing weight, because what I was doing wasn't working anymore. I've been gaining weight since we moved to Texas, which I think I've mentioned to you guys a couple times, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to just have grace with myself, and I will get back there. I'm doing lots of things to just focus on my health and not just weight loss this time around. The older I get, I'm sure you guys can probably relate if you've ever been on the yo-yo diet train. The older I get, the more my health becomes a priority, especially being a mom and having kids and wanting to be around and be healthy for them. And the more even just working out becomes about my health and just feeling good about myself and being able to do everyday things without any pain or problem, more than just trying to kill myself to work out. So anyway, I say all that to say that I don't know, I think I was off here for about 2 hours. I got lunch done and all that, and I'm just now going to unload the dishwasher that I started earlier, reload this stuff into it, and then I think I need to switch some laundry in.
Right now I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We've got nothing to lose. You're looking so, oh, this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place.
Here I actually was just kind of rambling on to you guys about the girls cutting their hair and having to move the scissors to a different spot and all of that stuff that I ended up putting into the voiceover. And so instead of have y'all listen to me bang dishes while I talk, I just decided to let y'all know that's why I'm like waving my hands around and all that stuff. But I did just go ahead and cut that audio out.
What you wanna do? Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you.
So far, I'm not impressed with my new dryer. It can't handle nearly the same, like, large of, even if it looks. I got a little rambly here talking to the camera, so I decided just to do a voiceover, but I was just talking to you guys about how this washer and dryer are so much bigger, like the basin, than my last one, but I just feel like it can't handle nearly the amount of clothes that my old one could. And so I actually had split this big load in half, and it still didn't get dry after doing that. And then I had to run it a second time. And so this is just showing you guys what half of it looked like. But yeah, I was kind of just asking you guys for advice. If you have a Maytag like this, do you have any recommendations for what settings to put on them? I figured out the washing machine, and that whole thing was literally just the settings. I needed to use different settings. But the dryer, I'm still struggling getting it to dry my clothes without putting them in there for like over 2 hours. So if you're new here, I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to introduce myself and also just explain what I'm doing here, because my current subscribers will know I always sort our clothes by like person. I do my husband's, mine, and then my girls together in separate laundry baskets. That way I can take care of his clothes at the very least, or if it's a super hectic week and I don't even get around to his clothes, he'll at least know which laundry basket to go in. I hate him having to dig through like, you know, an entire couch full of laundry at 5 a.m. trying to look for his clothes. So I try to avoid that happening. So worst case scenario, he'll just have to dig through one basket and it'll be clear which ones are his. So that's part of why I do that. But I also just like having the clothes organized and then going through and being able to, you know, fold them per person. But as you probably guessed from the title of my channel, my name is Christina. I am a 33-year-old mom. In a couple of weeks, I'll actually be 34, to a 5-year-old Lexa, 3-year-old Kinsey. My husband, Aaron, and I have been married for 15 years. We just celebrated our anniversary in May, and we are originally from Louisiana. We moved to Michigan 6 years ago for his job, and we just moved to Texas at the end of February, like the last week of February, and we are renting a house here in Texas with plans to build land and buy. We want a few acres, at least 2 to 5 acres. We've been looking at a lot of 5 to 10 acre plots, and we're really just trying to find something that has trees on it, so we're not having to like maintain that many acres, but we have some space and we can kind of, you know, do what we want with our own land, not be in the confines of like a neighborhood. So an update for anybody who is curious, if you've been around, we actually have been going every single week to look at property, and we have found quite a few pieces that meet most of our requirements. We've had a few things to deal with that have been unexpected. Like, we didn't realize that so many pieces of land here are in HOAs and have like deed restrictions and stuff like that. So my husband wants to be able to go out in the backyard and target practice, have some wooded area that we can do that. Well, a lot of these areas here in Texas are, you know, they might be 5 to 10 acres. And so we're thinking it's not a neighborhood or it's no restrictions, but they'll actually be in an HOA. They have a lot of like what they call ranchettes neighborhoods. If you're familiar with this area, you might be familiar with that. That's completely new to us. In Louisiana, if you have more than like an acre, for the most part, that means you're like have no restrictions. You're like in the country, you know, like even being in the South, it's so different here. So anyway, I say all this just to say that like we've had to adjust our expectations for how much we can afford as far as land is concerned, but also just the fact that so many of these properties are in HOAs, or even if they have light restrictions, usually you can't go out and target practice or anything like that. So that's going to be a bit of a bummer, but we do have a couple of pieces we're keeping our eye on, and I don't know, just not wanting my husband to have to drive too far for work is another added factor. So we shall see. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on all that, but I just wanted to update y'all because we have been going out every single weekend. It's been so much fun, just you know, hunting for land and kind of dreaming and imagining where we could put our dream home. When we built our very first house, we like kind of built it, but it was like a spec home where, you know, you just get to choose a couple of colors and, you know, if you want to put any upgrades, but beyond that, like everything was picked for you. So this will be a fully custom home. So we've just been dreaming and working on our floor plan, and we're just super excited for this journey. So it's a little while later. I am about to start dinner. I had this marinating earlier today. I had to go and take a shower and everything. I just took a break from the laundry and did a bunch of other stuff. So this chicken's been marinating. I need to cook it on the stovetop. I'm making Greek chicken bowls, like you get like a Mediterranean style restaurant. Super excited about these. I hope they taste really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and fry up the chicken, or, you know, on the pan, and get all the other ingredients chopped for dinner tonight. I'm also making some jasmine rice. This recipe didn't specify jasmine rice, but I love jasmine. It's one of my favorite kinds of rice. So I am gonna have that. I really love it with Greek food. I don't know if it's basmati rice. Is that what it's called? I think maybe that they use with Greek food, or if it's jasmine. I'm not sure if it's a totally different kind of rice. But anyway, jasmine is like cheaper than that kind of rice. So, and I really enjoy it. So I'm just gonna use that today. All right, so I'm gonna turn that down, let that cook for a little. The rest of this marinate, just cooking what we need for tonight, and this will marinate again until we use it tomorrow night. You're supposed to put olive oil down the bottom of here. I didn't do that. I'm just gonna cook it in a little bit of juice that kind of ran off of it and see how that does. But if I think I need the olive oil, I'll do it when I flip to cook the other side. So the chicken needed about 4 to 5 minutes on each side. So while that was cooking and the rice was going, I decided to go ahead and get started on chopping up the vegetables for the Greek salad. And I don't show you guys the entire process of this, but I just show you a little bit. It got a little redundant, so I didn't film the entire time, but I'm just chopping up my cucumbers and tomatoes, and then there's some seasonings that go in there. I'll definitely link the recipe down below. I have cooked many different versions of this over the years, but this is by far my favorite as far as the flavor of the chicken of any that I've made. So I'm going to be hanging on to this recipe, and so I'll have it linked for you guys in case you're interested. The marinade for the chicken, they need to marinate for at least 30 minutes up to 8 hours. I will say that the flavor was pretty strong this first night, but it was even stronger the next day because I, left the rest of the chicken to marinate until the next afternoon. And it was a little bit stronger, but it was actually pretty strong already on the first day, so it was really good. So if you do go to make this meal last minute, it's totally fine. It'll still taste delicious as long as you give it. I actually gave it about, I think it was several hours because I did it in advance. So I think mine marinated for at least 4 hours, and it was very, very flavorful. So anyway, I'm just showing you guys what all of that looked like, and I'm going to be showing you guys my daughter's plates. I actually, for Kenzie and Lexa, kept all of the ingredients separate instead of layering it like you're supposed to because I wasn't sure how they would like it, but they ended up seeing Aaron and I having mixed our bowls together, and so they mixed all of their stuff together just like we did, and they ended up loving this. So this was a really great meal that we ate on for like pretty much the entire week this week.
No doubt we had the best times.
I just wanted to give you guys one quick overview of how everything turned out. Like I said, it was so delicious. I never got back around to doing the laundry on this day, but just a reminder once again for you guys, you don't get it all done every day. I did have a goal to get all that laundry done, and it just didn't happen. But My family is happy and fed, and this all came out so good. So what more could you ask for, right? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single week when I upload new videos. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
About the mess, they give you 10.